In the last couple of years, I almost lost $10,000 with profit challenges. And before you purchase any profit challenge, you must know this advice. So, to summarize things, win rate in most of the cases, and that's a personal opinion, it's overrated. I'm going to explain everything in this video. So, a couple years ago, a Latino won like the World Cup of trading, making a 400% of his account. And it was the first time a Latino won that. So his name was Ivan Sherman, and he was from Argentina. And he was using a basic strategy. He was using trend lines and buying from Nasdaq. And everybody were saying like, oh, okay, so if he was using a basic strategy, but he has a higher win rate, statistically talking, he's gonna be profitable, and I can replicate the same strategy. So those guys who were trying to that concept, it's correct, but at the same time it's not correct, because you need to know the context. This guy was fund manager. A hedge fund manager doesn't trade manually as you or as me. We are retail traders. 80% of the market is managed by bots, expert advisors, etc. So he was using a bot. Remember that bots doesn't have feelings as you as me. Bots are gonna work 24/7, like they don't rest. So they take better decisions than you, especially if your strategy is simple, especially if you're using patterns, you are using indicators. Bots are gonna be way better than you, way better than me. So if you think you're gonna beat hedge funds with your manual trading, you're wrong. Like someone is trying to scam you. Someone is trying to sell you that idea. Someone is trying to sell you that online course, because that's not true. Unfortunately, a couple of years ago, when I started my journey on trading, I misunderstood that concept. That's the worst part. I lost a lot of money trying to replicate the strategy for someone that is an expert, is using bots and all of that, because I thought that only the win rate matters in trading, and that's not true. You can have a low win rate, but if your risk reward ratio and your risk management is top, you're gonna be profitable by the end of the day. It's gonna be a matter of time, and you can be profitable. So what you need to understand is that if you are backtesting a whole year, or you are finishing your backtesting in 2, 3, 4, or 5 hours in FX Replay, I don't know, you can use any other platform. It says that you have a 60% win rate using your, I don't know, head shoulder pattern, I don't know. And you think first, oh, I'm profitable. And then you go to the market and you blow up your complete account. Why it happens? There are many reasons. One is, well, personally speaking, I don't like patterns, I don't like indicators, and don't get me wrong, those works, but with bots. Bots take better decisions than you. They identify way better than you. They have more advantage than you. But for example, it's gonna be difficult that the bot is gonna identify inducements from the market. So those bots are extremely difficult to create, and that's an advantage that we have against the bots as retail traders. I mean, of course, because as I mentioned to you at the beginning of this video, 80% of the market is managed by bots. So if you're having an 80% win rate, but you have a bad psychology, you don't have risk management, you think this is a casino, you're gambling, of course you're not gonna be profitable. The strategy doesn't matter in this case. But if you have a better control of yourself, and you, of course, identify that you are having better win rates, you are getting more profit during the London session, during a specific session like the New York session, and you're taking trades all in that session, you will be profitable because you understand how it works with the statistic. So when I started using the Liquidity Inducement Theorem, my win rate was around like 27%. And most of you maybe were thinking like, that sucks, because I thought that when I started trading, because in the whole backtest for the whole year, 27%, 30% win rate is pretty low. That's what I thought. But I was getting risk reward ratios from 1 to 10. So it doesn't matter if I have been losing. I was taking trades from 0.25% risk or 0.5 risk. So I was getting a good plan. If you have a plan for trading and you think this as a profession, as a job, and not like a casino, and you understand how this works, you will be profitable. You can pass accounts I passed my an account couple weeks ago. At the beginning of this year, I had my real account. And you can do the same without losing $10,000 as me. So to recap things, don't rely too much on the win rate. There are some people that are gonna have basic strategies and they will be profitable, and they are gonna sell you that course. They're gonna sell you something basic and they will be claiming that they are profitable. And in some cases that's true, but it's because they have more control than you. They have more experience than you. And you need to understand that first. So when you're doing back testing, then do forward testing and use a demo, and then control yourself. If you want an advice from me, use ChatGPT. Tell every trade that you take to ChatGPT. Just say, hey ChatGPT, I need assistance here. I want your brutal and honest opinion about my trades, about my management. And ChatGPT probably is gonna be like a psychologist for you. That's something that we didn't have like 3-4 years ago, but nowadays it's possible. And I think right now ChatGPT has an update. I have been using that in the last months, and it worked for me really well for my psychology. So that's a tip, that's a trick that maybe you wanna use. Just to finish this video, control yourself. Have a good risk management, and you finally are gonna have that big payout that you're waiting for. And that's it. I'm gonna be uploading more content like this. I've also more technical analysis that probably is gonna help you. So subscribe for more content and see you in the next video.